you might get a call from a skateboarder saying, I've got this spot I want to go do something at. Or you might get a call from a magazine saying, you know, we're looking for a photo of so-and-so. We're doing a feature on them. We're going to do an interview. You know, we need a photo for a cover. You know, sometimes it's as loose as, you know, you're driving around and you're on your way from one spot to the next, and someone sees something from out the window, and all of a sudden, you know, that's the spot. That's what you're going to shoot, and you know, sometimes those photos are the best ones. You know, sometimes the photos sort of more about a mood. Sometimes the photos more about, you know, capturing the actions. You're balancing, you know, what's going on architecturally. Is the background important to the photo? Is the trick important to the photo? It's a formula, and everyone's little formula in their head's different about how they arrive at what equipment they're going to use. New tricks have to sort of be photographed sequentially so that people can see them and understand them for the first time. You know, once people are familiar with those tricks and how they look, then you can sort of start shooting stills of them, and people will understand what they are and be able to fill in the blanks in their head. So if you see a still where someone's, you know, catching the board and they're right about it to put it down to the ledge and their foot's sticking out in this way, you go like, yeah, that's a kickflip backside tail slide. A lot of guys would be shooting with strictly a digital SLR, but I'm still running a Hasselblad for most of my stills. It's a medium format 120 camera. Mainly use two lenses, fisheye and a 150. Digital transmitter, which will send a remote signal to a flash, which will have a digital receiver on it. I use a Polaroid back to shoot a test, and you get little Polaroids like this that give you an idea, and you might make some adjustments once you see a Polaroid. And shooting sequences, then I do use the digital camera, because otherwise you're shooting just an ungodly amount of film. So that's how most of the magic happens that you see in modern skateboarding magazines. Sort of about 90% of what you see in a skateboard magazine is, you know, shot with either this lens or this lens.
My first published photo was in August of 2007, and it was in Thrasher magazine. I like taking photos a little bit more than filming because it's a little bit easier just to capture a photo rather than a line or a trick. You can capture moments and almost make them look better than they look in real life, and then you have that forever. Usually whoever I'm filming or shooting photos with knows exactly what to do, so I just have to try and do the trick, and then it just comes together with however they film it, or however they shoot the photo, and then however I land it.
My name is Kazuhiko Kitayama. Photographer named Jizo.
Kazu is a skateboarding and snowboarding photographer from Japan.
Skateboarding is, you know, quick.
When you're shooting photos, you got to think about not just you doing the trick, you got to think about how they're shooting it.
Normally I'm gonna tell him I wanna shoot like this or something.
And once you both get it right, you can capture the moment, and it ends up being really cool. He knows exactly what to do every time we shoot photos, so it's really easy to communicate with him. I like to skate a lot down gaps and stairs and like launch down stuff. Usually I'll try for as long as I can until I'm too tired.
Skateboarding photo is just like short time.
Every single photographer and filmer I've met has been a skater too, and basically love it just as much as we do. You know, that'd be amazing to do something you love for your career. We all have the same love for the same thing.
Skateboarding is just beautiful.